I was there in RTU, but because of certain other reasons, I was about to ask you in that case, do I have to give some genuine reasons, genuine, what we say, experiences with regards to RTU or not?
Did something happen? Like, is it like good or bad? Like, what happened? Like,
Yeah, it is not good for one single faculty of computer science.
okay.
So people don't opt to stay in that, and that is the reason most of the student opt to go out or either way to some other country or maybe some other university because of the professor. There is one professor there, she's Russian, so she is kind of racist. So she don't allow Indian students to get pass easily, even though if you come get to close to fourth semester also, she don't accept the thesis. So she make you easily to extend at least for an year to get that master's degree. 40 students of bunch of, it's been more than 3 years now. Out of 40 students, it's only 2 or 3 students who gets pass. But that's the scenario only for computer science. And since I was there for 1 year, so I seen the experiences with Indian student and the international students, it's kind of different. So she don't like it. So that is the reason I opted to go in another university. There is another university which is ISMA, ISMA, ISMA University, which is good.
All right. Okay. So I think now I have got your like the background idea, like what we're going to talk about. So I think now let's start. So hey guys, today we have Rohit with us, and we're just gonna talk about the differences and the studying perspective of Poland and Latvia. Rohit is doing his masters in one of the prestigious universities in Latvia. So we're just gonna talk about, in brief, like what are his experiences and what are the kind of differences and similarities between Poland and Latvia. Rohit, would you like to just introduce yourself, briefly?
Yeah, sure. And first of all, thank you very much. And I'm glad to have you on your channel. And it's good. So talking about me as I like myself, Rohit Sagvekar, and I'm from Mumbai. I done with my bachelor's in Mumbai University from bachelor's in information technology, and then after doing some work, I thought to do some masters in abroad in some budget plans. So when I talk about the budget plans, so Europe was one of the finest options to do masters also, and in the similar amount which we costed in India. In that cost, we can stay, we can eat, and also complete our masters in 2 years. So that is the reason. And then in after 2020 February, I flied and I came here in Latvia and Riga Technical University, and then I changed it. Right now, I'm in ISMA for my second semester.
Okay, so as you said, you are a student in Latvia. So I want to ask, like, why Latvia? Why not the European countries or other countries? Why Latvia?
Okay, I really like to give you a best answer to all your viewers why Latvia in entire 26 or 27 countries in Schengen is because of ease of entry. Okay, let me tell you the ease of entry when I talk in Schengen countries. Okay, Latvia give you visa in 15 20 days. Okay, even entire India, from any parts of India, you get a visa in very easily. Okay. Secondly, the process of getting the residence permit, if you might aware, like in Poland, there is Karta Papito,
Yeah,
it takes time, a lot of challenges also.
yeah.
And however, in Latvia, you have only time frame of 45 days and you get a residence permit in 45 days itself. So it's very, very easy to get an entered in Schengen visa on student visas itself. So that is a major reason. And also the cost of study and stay, it is almost like I'm feeling like in Mumbai itself. Because in Mumbai also, if you talk about the rent cost is almost around 15,000 rupees, which is close to 100 to 200 euros. And same cost we are staying over here. And when I talk about the foods also, it's similar to same point. So overall, it was in my budget. The university is one of the renowned university in at least in Europe. So that is the reason overall it was suitable for me. That is the reason I opted for Latvia. It's a very, very beautiful country
Yeah,
in all aspects.
I was checking your pictures which you just sent me. Yeah, like it looks beautiful. As you mentioned that, yeah, in Poland for the temporary resident permit, the card, the Pobito, it's a hell lot of thing. And I personally waited for more than a year, like 12 or 13 months to get my TRC card. So yeah, that's, I think, one of the really, I would say, the cons of coming and studying in Poland. The TRC thing takes a hell lot of time. So I think for that, Latvia is a better place for sure. And how about like study for free?
Yes.
Is it like something like study for free in Latvia? Like in Poland, you can actually study for free if you are studying in the local, like the Polish language?
Yes, no, there will be a free studies for international students so far as I can see. In Latvia language, it is there. Latvian universities, if you're there, if you study in Latvia, then it will be free. But I believe it won't be. A lot of people, means Indians, do not physically, practically, they opt to study in Latvian language because it's nowhere in use in future also. So free studies won't work over here. But however, the fees which I talk about, it's very less. You have, if I talk about one of the biggest universities, RTU over here, so that will cost you 3,900 euros. That is approximately 3 lakh rupees, approx 3,50,000 rupees in Indian currency. So that is quite good. And I think it's affordable because in India also, if you do masters, that will cost you the same. In ISMA, if you take, if you, there is some colleges or universities in Gilgawa, in other parts of Latvia, is very less than that. It's similar to Warsaw University Technology. I believe it is somewhere around 2,500 euros, 300 euros, 3,000 euros. So similar to that also you have for 1 year.
Right now, I can say that in Poland, like the average tuition fee of universities are, let's say, 3,000 euros. I mean, it depends on course to
Yes.
course, but yeah, there are some universities which have like 2,500 even. But like the big universities, the top reputed university, you can say like, yeah, 3,000 euros, 3,500 is like the average tuition fee all over the Polish universities. I agree to your part that if you are even doing, some course in back in India, or in some very good, like, let's say, reputed private colleges, so you'll even pay like hell a lot of fees than what we are paying in like, let's say, Poland or Latvia. So I think it's better to go
Yes.
for a international degree than, and to have new experiences than, like, studying in back in
That
India.
is
Latvian universities, they provide scholarship for international students. Like, is that a thing or no?
yes, there is a thing, but it's quite difficult. In second year of your study, after giving your first year, first semester, second semester, and for third and fourth, you will be having scholarships depending upon, there are some eligibility criteria are there, and but few people get eligible, few people don't. So that is the reason most of the students opt for Erasmus plus. So whomsoever students who are having good scores like 7+ bands, 7+ grades in their academic, they opt for like Germany or Netherlands or some other countries. So like they go for Erasmus and then back to it. So that is a good option. Mostly people do, students do the same point, because getting Erasmus is quite easy over here, and you will get a good universities rather than, since if you paying only 2,500 euros for 1 year and then you're going for Germany and Netherlands, maybe some France, and that too with some good, my roommate, he went to France for La Rochelle University, is one of the biggest universities in Europe. That too, and that fees for that university is 18 lakh rupees, and he studied it for free. And Erasmus is also gave him 700 euros per month. So that's a good deal for him, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know
So
what
that makes
Erasmus
sense.
is. So basically, Erasmus is a program in for the European universities in which you can study 1 semester or 2 semester abroad in some partner universities, and also in Erasmus you get money every month from the Erasmus Union. So it's actually a very good deal if you have like decent scores, and if you get accepted in the partner university, then you can, yeah, everyone can go to Erasmus. Admission criteria for Latvian universities is like very tough to get in. Like, what are the like minimum marks?
No, not that much difficult. As I said, that is a major reason. So when I applied, when I was thinking, I applied for Czech Republic, I applied for this Latvia, and also in Germany I was tried. But however, I only get the reply from RTU, and later on, after some time, from Masaryk University in Czech Republic, I opted for this. So it's very simple process, and not much of documentation, no need of IELTS also, and you just need to show your document, like you have your 15 years of education in English. So that will be make it for you a way, and not much, but around 55 percentage in your bachelor's should be having. So that would be an kind of eligibility criteria. 55 percentage is in your bachelor's, and then that's it. You can go through with it, and will be one interview session. Pre-recorded questions will be there, and you need to just record your answers. They will send it to your university, and university will look after it, and then you will be getting passed, and then they will send you the fee structures and everything, and you just paid it, get apply your visa, and that's it. book your tickets.
About part-time jobs, like how
I would like to.
you were saying something.
I was just adding one point in that case, since it's in pandemic time, and right now, from now onwards, whomsoever is watching this video and want to come, even though if you have less marks, you can try, because Europe is open to accept the students right now. If you have less marks, also you can try it and you can try your luck. The jobs part,
Yeah,
right now, since from like December. Yeah, so part-time jobs, I would say yes. Right now, it is available. Earlier, before 2019, when I used to hear, when I came 2019 February, there was no much of jobs. Okay, people only used to do kebab jobs. So kebab jobs is like the most famous jobs here for students. And Pakistana kebabs, Hasna kebabs, and these are the kind of kebabs which are there over here, and franchises. Students do a lot of that jobs. Secondly, there will be food delivery jobs, especially Bolt and Volt. There is two companies in Baltic region entirely, food delivery option. And right now there is two companies. A Hindi call center is also there. So a lot of Indians are applying over there, and they are earning like more than engineers also. Like you can earn 2,000, 3,000 euros in a month. Say overall, job prospectus is good if for a student perspective, like while studying, if you want to earn money, you will have a job. For bachelor students, they have limitations of only 20 hours a week, just
okay.
like some other countries, 20 hours a week for bachelors. For masters, you can work full-fledged. Full-fledged, you can work for the
Okay,
entire
so
40 hours a
you
week,
can work
and
full
there
time
is no
for masters.
limitation. You can earn as much. Yes, we'll be working full time, and there will be approx. If I talk about the add on to it the wages also. If you're doing Bolt and Volt, you will be having approx like 3 euros or something for per deliveries. Okay, and if what I talk about the call centers also, that will be around 3 4 euros, 5 euros per hour. So you will be roughly earning wages will be around 500 600 euros per month.
Language barrier is like a language barrier for getting part-time jobs, or you can easily get around with English.
Yes, initially it was there a language barrier because this is an European Union country, okay, but mostly the province of here it is Russian. So it's a Russian province region. A lot of people talk in Russian language and Latvian also. If you are like 1 year before, it was very challenging to get a job or to talk and communication, but right now it is not that much, I would say. Uh, in a very genuine way, I would say older people, more than like 40, 50 age people, you having a conversation will be difficult. But however, if you're going in shops or something, maximum people will speak in English. So it won't be that difficult. But if you ask for a job, that will come a challenge. So I don't think so right now it is that much difficult to get a job also right now. So English is like quite of good. And if you're knowing this Russian language, it's add on for you.
Worst case words, you can always use Google Translator to translate what you want to say. So that
That's
also
good.
helps. About cost of living, like how expensive is Latvia?
I will say how cheap it is, like how much cheap. So it is very, not that expensive, I would say. According to Latvian government, it is approximately 460 euros a single person need or required to stay like a bit of it. And we'll say like survival is very good. However, according to me, if you are staying and renting a single apartment also, that will cost you around roughly 200 euros. Even though if you are in vegetarian or non-vegetarian eater also, then also 300 euros is more than enough for an entire month. So 300 to 350 euros for a month for a single person is more than enough. If you are having a salary of 1,000 euros, you can easily send 50,000 rupees in India, and you can stay a good life in Latvia also.
Prices of groceries. If you go to a supermarket, so can you give some example, like how
Mhm.
much a packet of bread or a bottle of milk will cost?
Packet of milk will cost you around 67 cents, starting from 67 cents to 1 euros and something. Bread will cost you around 29 euros. It's similar to like in Mumbai, 15 20 rupees.
You
So
mean
29 cents, I'm
10
sorry,
euro cent? Yeah. Okay. I was
29 cents.
yeah.
And talking about veggies, we having a packed veggies over here, chickpeas and everything. That will cost you a tin of 60 cents, 70 cents. Everything is in cents. If a packet of chicken, especially for non-vegetarians, a packet of chicken will cost you around €1.30.
They are very similar to Poland. Like we also have, the only difference is we have zlotys, the same prices in zlotys. Yeah. Beer, like how about alcohol? It's what?
Alcohol, yeah, alcohol, like in Baltic region, alcohol is quite cheaper. Okay, if you go in Lithuania, in Estonia, and here also, you can get a beer around 75 cents. Heineken and everything will cost you around €1. There's two shops over here, Remy and Maxima. So always they have some kind of offers at that point of time on weekends. So on Saturday, Sunday, if you are a regular drinker, you can go on Saturday and Sunday, buy a stock for entire week.
Yeah.
So that will be helpful for you.
I think right now I just have to pack my bag and go to Latvia, visit Latvia.
Absolutely. I'm glad to host you over here then.
Indian food in, like, do you have like a lot of Indian stores or Indian restaurants? And what are the prices?
Yes. Indian restaurant, Indian Raja, Banana Leaf. Banana Leaf is one of the biggest chain. There are 3 restaurants and there are few Indian kebab shops. Okay, so you will get options to eat here. However, it's a bit of expensive. It will be more than if you go for butter chicken, if you go for some paneer dishes or some dal, it will cost you more than 10, 12 euros. Okay. And for biryani, more than 12 euros. So that is kind of like 1,000 rupees plus. So you will get options are there. There are 2, 3 restaurants of Indian foods, but it's quite of expensive. If we start calculating in INR, then it will hit on your mind. Why should I pay for this?
I know what you mean. Yeah. If you just convert all the prices to Indian rupees, then you think like, oh my god, it's so expensive, right?
There are 2, 3 shops also, Indian shops, so that you can get the Indian groceries. So you don't need to worry about the Indian groceries. There is 2, 3 Gujarati peoples who runs the Indian shops over here, India Minimart and Musk Trading. As there are 2, 3 shops where you get all the Indian stuffs from pani puri to all masalas and everything. You will get it. All the spices you get it.
How about the social life? Is it very hard to make friends with locals, or
it's not that hard at all? Okay, I would say like you have to be outgoing person. When you are there in some international fraternities there, you have to be an approaching. You don't have to be shy kind of, like, because these people are not at all shy. Because and I will talk about my roommate. One of the roommate, he's from Kerala, but he came 6, 7 years before in Latvia. He said me like they used to host me like a foreigner. They used to take a pictures, selfies. Oh, you from India? Okay. So that kind of hosting is over here. So they treat us like foreigners, like how we do in India. So if you are like outgoing, if you have to be very talkative. If you are a good approach, it's easy to become a friends. If you are hanging around in clubs or maybe there on beaches also, if you hang around with someone, you have good talks, decent talks, then you will be having good friends. I do have myself in my office a lot of Latvian, Russian, Spanish friends out there of mine. So everyone, like good girls also and boys also, a lot of that. So
I agree to that. And how about dating experience? Like, do you have any dating experience, like dating a Latvian girl or any girl?
Dating experience is good. Okay. Dating experience like Tinder, and there is one Badu application.
Yeah.
There is Bumble application. Yeah, Badu is in Poland. You might be using it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I will tell you when there is a lot of but I will also make you aware about all your viewers with when you ask this about dating applications. You are in international platforms, so dating will work. Okay, 99% is there. There are genuine girls also. However, there are like 1 or 2%, some random girls also will be there who will be approaching to you, who will be asking, okay, you can come to meet me in this club or somewhere. They have some tie-ups with that clubs. Okay, so that this girl will ask you and they will make you a bill of like 200, 500 euros. However, you will be thinking that you are having a date with that girl, but in other side, that girl has called you in that restaurant and she has made a bill of 400 or 500 euros out of it. So you have to be aware about that also. And rest is dating is quite good, and you can have girls are approachable.
Racism, like, is there any sort of racism against like Indians or different nationalities in Latvia?
Racism, I won't say there is racism over here, but you have to be understanding. Like, since we are in some another country, and you have to respect the culture, and somewhat you have to talk some words like you are there in their country. Like if you say previous, like thank you, Paldies is thank you in Latvian culture. If you add that word and while saying thank you, if you say Paldias, it will be more approachable. So there is they started accepted Indians also. So there is no much racism. Somewhere you feel like when you are traveling, they will quite offensive. This you have to be away from the Russian peoples, I would say. However, like these are also good. Overall, there is no such racism. If you are doing your own work, it is no point like there will be kind of racism we in studies and so far in hangouts also.
So now let's talk about about your overall experience. As you said, you are in Latvia from more than a year, right? So how do you see yourself in the
Yes.
future, and do you want to stay in Latvia? And how about the jobs after you graduate? Are there job opportunities?
Well, that's kind of good question, but I will say like here about the future. Yes, I have already a planned something planned for my future. I am from an IT background, though I have already worked in Accenture in past in Mumbai. So I have semi-technical knowledge, worked as an networking kind of things. So I want to grow. So I'm thinking to go in another countries. So far, if I say in Latvia, if you are planning to stay, okay, it is not that big country. So I will give a rough but a genuine idea to all the viewers. Like if you are there in Latvia and if you want to stay, there are not that much opportunities. If I talk about, see, we are having a total population of 19 lakhs. Okay, 19 lakhs of total Latvian population. You understand out of it how much companies will be there. So there are companies like Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, T2Every. There are some IT. These are the companies where you will get it, the IT jobs and also the management and business finance jobs also. However, there is not much opportunities, I would say. If you are opting, my plan is like just after completing all the students, like I would say, after completing your third semester, you can start rolling out your resumes to other countries also, so that by the end of your semester fourth, completing your defending your thesis, you can easily having your job somewhere in good countries in Europe itself. If I get the good opportunities in other countries with good pay scale, I will try to opt out from Latvia as well. So for the long run, it's kind of 50-50, but maybe for other countries, I will look after it.
Have any idea about like PR eligibility, like how to get PR of Latvia?
Mhm.
Because many people might be interested, to just to.
Yes, you can think about it. Getting a PR in Latvia, it is as similar as like different other countries in Europe. So similarly, like as you need to spend at least 6-7 years, okay, after completing your bachelor or master something or studies, you need to spend this much years of working. You need to be a paid taxpayer in Latvia and also a B1 or B2 level of Latvian language. You should know about that, and you will get the. So far in my circle, I haven't seen any person who got the PR unless if you have married to a Latvian or Russian girl, a local girl. So the easiest way so far, we all know, just marry a Latvian girl and you'll get a PR. That too, spending 2 years. If you are getting married to a local girl also over a year, you need to spend 2 years with her, and then you
Together.
can apply for a PR.
So I think that's pretty much for this video, and I really appreciate you coming on my channel and just giving your time.
Thank you very much, and thank you having me over here. And it was good time talking to you as well. Maybe all your subscribers got all the answers. Maybe they've needed anything more answers with regards to Latvia, study in Latvia. They can reach out to me. So we
Put
can.
your Instagram link below in the description. All right, thank you so much again, and thanks
Thanks.
all of you for watching this video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, love from Poland, love from Latvia, peace.